wanted to do was paint the walls.
All my putties dried out.
Look at Mom. I wanted to paint this room because it's gaudy AF and I have to live in here. There was these boards up that I took down and the old paint is green. But also had to do a lot of this drywall stuff, which I've never done. I don't know what I'm doing, but it's fine. And I'm gonna paint this over the next couple of days so that I can have a clean, fresh space and start working on some drawings, some making. We also picked up a snake. That's Charlotte. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Alright, well, I'm just painting this wall. Now I'm going to be spending some time making this room white. Hi, Bram. This awful green needs to go away. Hi, okay, this is the second day that I'll be painting. This is the first coat, all done. There's Charlotte. I'm gonna get to work on the second coat. Okay, I'll see you in a little bit. So I finished this room yesterday. I forgot to show it, but who cares? It's me painting a room white. It's not interesting. It's easier to look at. Start a new drawing today. I need to check my email. I'm trying to learn how to make a background here, and it's not working the way that I want. I'm trying to figure this out. I'm gonna have to bring her out with much more contrast, and I'm gonna have to figure out how to draw the ground effectively. So this is a challenge as somebody who hasn't drawn in a very long time, not really drawn. What does this mean? I don't know. I'm so excited. These little baby seeds I planted are growing. I planted these with my sister, and I was doubtful if they were gonna grow. But they are sprouting. I'm looking through. So while I was hiking, I kept a list of every place that I stayed, including shelters, including hostels, and still spots everywhere. And now that I'm looking back through it, it looks like it all happened so fast. And that's just so bizarre because it seems like so much. So I was hiking for 186 days. It looks like I stayed at about 26 hostels or places that weren't shelters. It's almost a month. It's almost a month worth of hostels. So I haven't added up how much that cost me yet, but you can probably guess. What else? I'm gonna be making like postcards. I really like the idea of sending postcards to these places because there's so many, and when I got to them and I saw the postcards and you just realize who actually finishes, and it's like, oh, you helped me along the way, and I really want to send you this thing saying that I finished and I appreciate you. So I had to figure out how many to get. It's a lot of fun looking back on this, and I'm so glad that I wrote notes, even short little notes, most days, because they bring back everything. Everything. On the days that I wrote notes, I remember so clearly, but the days that I skipped, I'm like, no idea where I was, nothing, I have no idea. So I'm really glad that I wrote a lot of notes. I kept a journal, but also I kept this spreadsheet. The only thing that I didn't do very well was keep track of how much money I spent on food and like resupplies and stuff. So I don't think I'm gonna be able to say how much I spent there without putting in a lot more work, and I just don't really know if that's necessary. Maybe not. I wish that I could have included the trail magic from everyone who was on the side of the road, but it's too many, and I didn't keep track of that while it was happening. So to everyone else who is doing trail magic, I appreciate you so much, and the trail needs you. Thank you for what you do, and I'm gonna head out there and try and meet up with some southbounders, because I don't have to drive very far to get to the trail, and the southbounders will not be here for a while. So I still have time to do my own part, and I really want to, and it would be fun, and I wish that there were I wish that I had kept some of the trail magic people's info so I could send them a thing also that said, hey, I finished and it's awesome, and you know, thank you. Maybe you'd like to hang out this morning while I try and see if I can weed this pathway. And I thought I would talk. I haven't really thought at all, actually. Spent this week occupying myself, as you know, with doing things around this house, and I feel pretty good about it so far. My legs are starting to hurt. I haven't done much in the way of working out besides walking the dog, and that's more of a... I ordered the postcards to send to those people. If you want one, I have a few extra. I mean, feel free to message me on Instagram and I'll have a couple to send out. This is kind of hard. Harder than I thought it would be, which is probably why nobody's doing it. We have a couple of killers around. Rip little bluebird. Rest in peace, little bluebird. As long as I don't put my hand in an ant pile, I'll be good. Beep beep. Fifi is watching the back of my phone screen. Hi, Beep. If you have goals for yourself, for your family or your house or whatever, or it's like, I want to do this thing maybe after XYZ. I want to go on a hike, but I have so many things to do on the weekends that I never find time. If you have something like that, and it's not unreasonably out of your reach, if think that you should do it. You should do the first thing that we need to do to get to that point. You never know what's gonna happen. You never know when you'll have another chance to do the things you want to do, and you're letting time go by without really taking advantage of it. Being with the people that you love, or doing things you want to do, or seeing what you want to see. We all kind of are learning a lot. I know we're all learning a lot from last year, from this year, from everything going on. I know a lot of people barely even ever make it out of their house, and just take that first step. Just take the first step and do something. That's one of the things that I started this hike for, is I wanted to do something. And I went off the deep end a little bit, you know, but I'm glad I did, and I hope I can keep up a little bit of that mentality, that you don't have to be comfortable all the time, that you don't have to be comfortable to be happy, that you don't have to let yourself be like disappointed with the way that you're living. You don't have to live the way that you're living if you don't want to. You can change little things, even little things around your day-to-day. Maybe change what you're eating, maybe change what you're listening to. Things don't always have to be the same. I mean, some people want them to be the same.